I just, again, when we started this journey this year, I think our goal, our mission was to try and get into the NCAA tournament, and we accomplished that, and it's a tremendous feeling. I had the guys that are at my house today watching, and to experience that, it's second to none. It's why you put all the work in, and you pay your dues, and all the sacrifices these guys have made to put yourself in that position. And believe me, it's been an excruciating 3 days. Leading into this, and we knew it was going to be a very close decision. But I'm thankful that we played the schedule that we played, and we had the success that we did, and just proud and happy for my seniors that have been, with me from day one, and I wanted those guys to go out, with an NCAA tournament appearance, and now, now it's time to try and be motivated. We've had good practices, and excited about our possibilities here in the tournament.
It seemed like a lot of the big-name prognosticators had you guys out at around 2 o'clock this afternoon, so I'm sure you saw that. What were you thinking at that point, and then obviously the emotional side of seeing your logo up there and getting in?
Well, you knew that you were in a conversation with a very select group of teams that were still being mentioned, and then there's always a team or two maybe that people don't think aren't going to make it and end up not making it. So even though it wasn't not looking promising maybe an hour before, we still held out hope that our quality wins, our quad 1 and 2 wins, done on the road and in neutral sites would pay off, and they did. And that's part of as a program philosophy of scheduling hard in the non-conference, going to Kansas. We're in a power conference, we're in the Pac-12. We don't have to go to Kansas, but it paid off because we did, and our other neutral wins helped as well.
What do you think about getting the play-in game, Bobby? One less day to prepare. Syracuse. How do you see that all kind of?
It's a single game situation. We'll get to work and start looking at Syracuse, and we do have the extra day that we now play on Wednesday, which is beneficial for us in terms of our travel coming from the West Coast. So, but yeah, if you're in the tournament, that's all that matters. And we're in Dayton, and that means that we have a chance to compete for a championship. And if your name wasn't called, then you can't do that. So we're going to try and attack the game, and I know that our guys, based on the meetings we've had the last couple of days and the practices, that they're highly motivated and looking forward to an opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament.
Coach, take us back through that reaction in the living room where people were jumping and screaming, you all went swimming as well, and just that emotion.
Yeah, I mean, it was, because it was, again, it was excruciating, and that's the word I'm going to use to sum up how I felt for like the last 3 days. Just, you're watching so many games, you're thinking about possibilities, which teams are winning, which teams are losing, and how that impacts your chances. And I knew it was going to go right down to the wire based on how we finished the season. We lost a lot of close games and didn't finish right. But we have a chance to redeem ourselves now. But yeah, it was, so all the emotion of maybe not like we're sitting there as a 1 or 2 seed wondering what region we're going, like we were wondering if we were going to be in the field. So it made it more emotional. And then just for the first time to do it here at Arizona State with the group of guys that I have so much respect for, it was rewarding. So we took advantage of the weather and the beautiful place that we live in to celebrate quickly and jump around and then jump in the pool quick.
How quickly did you hear from Danny? He was more excited than you looked like by the video I saw.
Yeah, I saw the video and I was moved by the video, just seeing how he reacted. And again, I went in the pool right away, so I didn't see the video for several minutes. But he was the first call that I made after greeting everyone in my house that was watching. And he's such a good brother, and we have such a strong relationship. And you have no idea how much more pressure he put on himself this morning. And I felt terrible that he was thinking about that. I just said, hey man, go out and have fun and win a championship. But you could tell that he knew where we stood, and he let his players know that they were going to empty the tank and try and win a championship this morning.
How quickly did he call you after they lost today?
We didn't speak on the phone. We exchanged text messages, and then we spoke after the brackets were announced.
When you say excruciating, can you elaborate a little bit on that?
I just think it's just the scenarios you play, and you know, you're looking at all different people that are making projections. You're watching all these conference tournaments wrap up. You're seeing what teams are doing. You know, I had lists of teams that I was looking at and seeing what their you know, season looked like, who they were beating, who they lost to. You know, how do we stack up against that team? I mean, at this point, that's really all I could do, other than, you know, the time that I'm spending with the guys on the practice floor. So, and you put yourself through hell, because you know, I put us in that position, unfortunately, where we had to scramble, and we didn't close out some games that we could have closed out, and it wouldn't have been as hard on us. But so yeah, I mean, I had to suffer and put myself through that, and it was worth it. I feel great right now.
Is there anything in your